Welcome, global citizens, to a rapid-fire exploration of two economic titans, China and the United States of America. For decades, the world has watched as these nations charted vastly different paths to development, each with their own incredible strengths and notable challenges. In just 4 minutes, we'll dive into a comparative snapshot of their journeys. Let's start with the economic powerhouse. When it comes to sheer size, the U.S. holds the lead in nominal GDP, reaching approximately $29.2 trillion in 2024, driven by consumer spending and tech investments. China, at around $18.9 trillion, is a manufacturing and export giant, experiencing a higher growth rate of 5% compared to America's 2.8% in the same year. Visual infographics showing GDP figures, growth rates, and a quick breakdown of their primary economic drivers. Services for U.S. Manufacturing for China. However, per capita GDP tells a different story. The U.S. boasts a significantly higher figure, at around $86,000, showcasing a higher average income per person, while China stands at approximately $13,445. This highlights a key difference in income distribution and overall wealth per citizen. In the race for technological dominance, it's a neck-and-neck sprint. The U.S. has long been a global leader, particularly in areas like AI and semiconductors. But China has rapidly closed the gap, pouring massive investments into R&D. In 2023, the U.S. spent $784 billion on R&D, with China close behind at $723 billion. The chip war and export controls highlight the intense competition, with both nations striving to build their own tech ecosystems. While the U.S. still holds an edge in some cutting-edge fields, Chinese firms are demonstrating remarkable speed and innovation, with some U.S. officials even acknowledging China being just months behind in certain AI advancements. When it comes to building, China's speed of infrastructure development is often lauded, with monumental projects like high-speed rail networks and mega-cities emerging at an astonishing pace. The U.S., while having a robust and extensive existing infrastructure, often faces challenges in new development due to regulations, environmental concerns, and a more decentralized approach. Critics point to the need for modernization in American infrastructure. However, it's also argued that the U.S. prioritizes longevity and rigorous safety standards in its construction. Beyond economic numbers, how do these developments translate to the lives of their citizens? The Human Development Index, which considers life expectancy, education, and standard of living, consistently places the U.S. higher. The U.S. generally offers greater individual freedoms, a more robust social safety net in certain areas, and a higher GDP per capita. However, the U.S. also grapples with issues like income inequality and rising healthcare costs. China has made incredible strides in lifting millions out of poverty and expanding access to education and healthcare, though concerns persist regarding civil liberties and environmental impact. Both nations wield immense global influence. The U.S., with its long-standing alliances and significant military spending, maintains a dominant geopolitical position. China's Belt and Road Initiative is reshaping global trade and infrastructure, extending its economic and political reach across continents. Map showing BRI projects. Images of diplomatic meetings, military exercises from both sides. The future of this relationship is complex, marked by both competition and interdependence. From trade disputes to climate change, their interactions will undoubtedly shape the 21st century. So, who's better? It's not a simple answer. Both China and the U.S. represent unique development models with distinct strengths and weaknesses. The true better lies in how each nation addresses its internal challenges and contributes to a more stable and prosperous global future.